The immigration debate continues to dominate the news. Families separated, children in cages, and now people are going hungry.
A Virginia restaurant refused service to White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders. Stephanie Wilkinson, owner of the Red Hen in Lexington, Virginia, told the Washington Post she asked Sanders to leave because she works for a, quote, inhumane and unethical administration.
That's right, a Virginia restaurant tossed Sarah Huckabee Sanders out and refused her service. And I know that you guys are cheering, but I'm sorry, I think that was the wrong thing to do. I think what the restaurant should have done is treated her the same way she treats the press. Yeah, they should have just brought her an empty plate, and then when she goes, where's my food? You go, oh, it's right there. It's right there. It's right there. She'd be like, there's no food. And they'll be like, well, the chef told us there's food, so there must be food there. And that's our position. That's it. You know, when you think about it, asking Sanders to leave was probably the nicest thing they could have done. The waiter was probably like, listen, if I'm being honest, all the chefs are jizzing in your food right now. So if I were you, I'd go get a pizza at one of those places where you can watch them make it. Yeah. So look, all in all, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this was so bad for Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Of course, she sees the whole incident a little differently.
Here's what the press secretary for President Trump tweeted out. She writes, quote, last night I was told by the owner of Red Hen in Lexington, Virginia to leave because I work for President Trump, and I politely left. Her actions say far more about her than about me. I always do my best to treat people, including those I disagree with, respectfully, and will continue to do so.
Really? You always do your best to treat people with respect? Come on, Sarah. We've seen how you treat journalists on TV. Like, come on, you can't lie about your job when your job is on camera. Yeah, just ask the police. It comes back to bite you every time. And actually, when you look at what happened, Sarah Sanders didn't get that bad a deal. Yes, they asked her to leave, but they had already served her a cheese board, right? It was a cheese board appetizer, which they didn't charge her for. Yeah, and honestly, if I was Sarah Huckabee Sanders, instead of complaining about this, I would use it to my advantage. Yeah, I'd just go to different restaurants in a disguise, and then I'd order all my cheese, and then once I'd got it, I'd reveal myself like, aha! It is I, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, from the Trump administration. Y'all got cheese, bitches! You'll be getting free food the whole time. Yeah. The only way that wouldn't work, the only time it wouldn't work is if the restaurant was owned by an immigrant. Because immigrants, we don't play those games. Like, we'll kick you out and still make you pay. Yeah. Yeah, an immigrant owner, he'd be like, you need to get out. Sarah, you need to get out. It's like, I'm getting out. No, first you pay. You pay first, then you get out. But you're kicking us out. Yes, I'm kicking you out and you're going to pay, okay? Cheese is not free. Cheese is not political, okay? Cheese is not Trump or Democrat, okay? Yeah, you eat the cheese, you pay, you leave. Now, as you might expect, the President of the United States quickly jumped to Sanders' defense. I mean, not physically, of course, because of bone spurs, but he did it on Twitter.
The president just tweeted about it. He said the Red Hen restaurant should focus more on cleaning its filthy canopies, doors, and windows, badly needs a paint job, rather than refusing to serve a fine person like Sarah Huckabee Sanders. I always had a rule: if a restaurant is dirty on the outside, it is dirty on the inside.
I love how President Trump always goes right to the appearance of something, you know? Even when it makes no sense. He's like, oh yeah? Well, guess what, restaurant? You ugly. Yeah. I wouldn't eat there with Mike Pence's dick. Why are you dissing their looks?